Well, here we go then. Well, we've reached the end of the first week of attempting not to get sacked, Leeds United edition, and I finally got the board meeting thing, news article thing, whatever it is. I mean, to be honest, like, I did expect it a lot earlier than this, so, you know, to be in the job for this long is amazing in itself. I mean, why am I speaking with such a defeatist attitude? I haven't lost my job yet. I've just got the board meeting thing. Although, to be honest, the way that my team's playing at the moment, like, I wouldn't be surprised if that board meeting turns into a sacking. In the last episode, we took on Nottingham Forest away from home, and in what I dubbed as a relegation 6-pointer, because Nottingham Forest were just in the relegation zone while we were just above it, we did manage to win by 2-0, which did propel us up the table a little bit. And I thought to myself, maybe this is the turning point of our season. Maybe this is the result which will propel us up the league. Once again, my hopes and aspirations for this team have been dashed. Following that game against Nottingham Forest, we took on Manchester United at home in a game which is obviously one of the biggest derbies that Leeds United have. They got like 2 chances in the first 6 minutes. I think Ronaldo scored and Fernandes or something. I can't remember. Like, it was such a blur to me. Like, it was 2 highlights and then nothing happened for the rest of the game. We then went away to Wolverhampton Wanderers and we lost by 2-0 again. Like, we didn't really do anything. I think we had 1 shot on goal the entire game while Wolves had 19. Although, to be honest, Raul Jimenez's goal really did annoy me because we just threw the ball straight to them and then they scored in injury time. We then took on West Ham United at home and we took the lead through Daniel James. Like, I changed the tactics a bit and we ended up like going ahead. But then Pablo Fornals headed in an equaliser in the second half and we shared the spoils. Next up was a trip away at Southampton and we managed to win by 2-1. Rodrigo and Dan James got the goals for us and we finally secured the 3 points and finally secured another win. But then, annoyingly, just before New Year's, we took on Everton at home and we lost by 1-0. Like, we should have won the game. Like, we should have won the game. I'm not even bullshitting. And last but not least, we played Brighton away from home and we lost by 2-0. We put in an absolute dire performance. And then that's what triggered this. But I went into the board meeting and I said to the board, like, give me another month. I'm sure I can turn the results around because I haven't done it in the last 4 months. So I know this month is going to be different. And they actually believe me. What absolute suckers they are.
We're no professionals.
I should have probably said as well that the game that we're focusing on in this episode is the FA Cup 3rd round game because, you know, why not? Like, I'm not doing very well in the league, so I might as well, you know, use a different competition to actually show you that I can actually manage this football club. Sheffield United away, which is not good. It's not good. It's another derby. It's another derby. I mean, how many derbies do Leeds United have? I feel like every match day is a derby at the moment. Marcelo Bielsa has also returned back to the Premier League and has taken over Tottenham, who are just above us in the league. Good luck to them, I suppose. One of my coaches also came to me and said that Ilya Meslier is, you know, developing quite well at the club, and I looked at the stat at the bottom and it said that he made 107 saves in 15 appearances this season. How many is that again? Hold on, let me get my calculator. 107 divided by 15. 7 saves a match. That isn't that impressive, is it? It's not as impressive as I thought it was. Disappointment and Christopher Proud go hand in hand. Before our match against Wolves as well, I sent my assistant manager to the press conference because, you know, I'm quite a busy man at the moment at the club, you know, losing games, being a fraud, like, these take up my time. And first of all, he said that Crystal Palace can avoid relegation. We beat them this season, so I doubt they're going to avoid relegation. And second of all, Petr Ševčík was apparently pleased with that. He plays for us, not Palace. So Harvey Elliott has broken his lower leg and he's now out for 6 months, which I think will pretty much put him out for the entire season. It's almost like art imitates life. And if I thought one broken leg was bad enough, I got a second one as Joe Gelhardt then broke his leg against Wolves. Like, what is the point? What is the point anymore? And to make matters even worse, Steve Mounier then got injured. Fantastic. The media also ran an article saying that I wasn't really enjoying the best of starts at Leeds. I mean, you don't say. I'm trying to pinpoint the moment it went downhill, and I think it was just after that Aston Villa game. Do you think if we released the seasonal highlight DVD, we could just cut it after that match and then just say that the season ended there? Marcelo Bielsa also took time out of his day job at Tottenham to say that he's supporting me at the club and thinks that I can turn it around. I mean, you know, you focus on your own job, mate. I'll focus on my own job. Although, I will say this quietly. I do think I'm going to see him at the job centre when he inevitably takes Tottenham down. Yeah, I really need to stop giving my assistant manager the press conferences because now he said that he thinks we're going to struggle this season.
I can't believe you've done this.
I mean, we're halfway through the season and I may have only won 4 matches so far, but that does not mean we're going to struggle. Oh yeah, good to see that Planet Football is talking as much shite as ever because they linked me with Colorado's Jack Price, a bloke that couldn't even get into the Wolves team. So how would he get into my side? And also the other 2 players, Hamza Chowdhury and Anthony Gordon, do not improve my side whatsoever. And you know me well enough, I'm not going to make signings because they're not improving the team. And if any of you mention, oh, Steve Mounier doesn't improve the team, I mean, he clearly does. Clearly does. And if you're going to ask me what does he improve about the team, I'll come back to you with an answer next week. But we are here for one thing and one thing only, and that is our FA Cup game against Sheffield United. And with that in mind, and you know how we're struggling, I've decided to go back to the 4-2-3-1 formation, which clearly didn't work earlier this season. Yes, it's almost like I'm trying to get myself sacked now, isn't it? But we are going to pick a very strong team because I know Sheffield United are in Championship, but we do need to win this match. Junior Firpo, Liam Cooper, Pascal Stroik, and Jamie Shackleton will be our back four in this match. I decided to recall Adam Forshaw to play in midfield alongside Petr Sevcik, with Rafinha playing on the left-hand side this time and Jack Harrison on the right, Rodrigo playing as the number 10 and Patrick Bamford up front. I'll tell you what, this is the strongest team I have available to me, and if we do not get a result here, we are in absolute shit. And when I say we, I actually meant myself. Like, I'm not actually going to lie to you, I'm feeling quite nervous. Like, you know, my job's on the line. This is meant to be the easiest, in quotation marks, game that I've got in the run of games coming up. Like, a result is huge, like here. We need a result. But at the same time, I feel like that every time I play a match. But even though they've let me down time and time again this season, I have faith in the boys to pull through this match and get us the result that we need to get into the fourth round of the FA Cup and hopefully face some non-league team and then boost our confidence and then finish 12th this year. Not even half a minute was on the clock before Sheffield United got the first highlight of the match, and John Egan headed the ball over the bar from this corner, and I feel like this is setting a precedent of how this game is going to go. We did get an attack together though. A couple minutes later, the ball found its way to Patrick Bamford and he slid in Rafinha, who fired it past the keeper to give us a 1-0 lead. Which is exactly what I would say if he was onside. That is just my luck, isn't it? It's just my luck. We score a goal and it's offside. And then a lovely ball over the top by Adam Forshaw found Petr Sevcik making the run through the middle, but then he proceeded to then hit the post. I know what's happening. I know what's happening. I can feel it in my bones. And then another lovely ball over the top by Adam Forshaw found Rafinha in the box, who then proceeded to fire the ball into Rosette. I'm not even bullshit now. I think this team is trying to get me sacked. It was pretty much all us this half, and then Jack Harrison was played in by Rodrigo, but then proceeded to fire the ball straight at the goalkeeper. And if you thought that miss was bad, I mean, it got even worse when Patrick Bamford then played at Jack Harrison, and once again, for 5 yards out, put the ball straight at the goalkeeper. Go on, Proudy, say the line. It was 0-0 at half-time. And also because Jack Harrison missed so many chances in the first half, I subbed him off at half-time for Dan James. And then Junior Firpo managed to get down the left-hand side, put a lovely ball into the box for Patrick Bamford to then shoot straight at the goalkeeper again. This Leeds team clearly is the embodiment of their manager. Couldn't score in a brothel. But as the time started ticking on, we started to give Sheffield United too many chances, and Ben Osborne managed to escape Jamie Shackleton, get through on goal, but then fire the ball wide. Jeez, I thought our misses were bad. At least we put them on target. And then with about 15 minutes left on the clock, Rafinha played in substitute Tyler Roberts, a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, straight at the goalkeeper again. Honestly, I give up with this team. Like, we've got absolutely no hope. And into injury time, Sheffield United got on the attack, and they played the ball into the box, but Oliver Norwood then headed it over the bar. And that was it. We draw 0-0 against Sheffield United, which means we now have a replay. I mean, I'm trying to look at the positives of that. I think the only one I can think of is that I've got another game to manage Leeds United in. But all in all, though, it's been very fun managing Leeds United. I've hated every single minute I've managed this club. But don't worry. If I do get sacked, I'm not going to leave again. I think I might as well just leave anyway.